Welcome. Appreciate you being here. So, a San Francisco woman gives birth in a Waymo self-driving taxi. Okay, these taxis have gone viral for negative reasons involving the death of a beloved San Francisco bodega cat and pulling an illegal U-turn in front of police who were unable to issue a ticket to a non-existent driver. But this week, the self-driving taxis are the bearer of happier news after a San Francisco woman gave birth in a Waymo. The mother was on her way to the University of California, San Francisco Medical Center when Monday she delivered inside the robo taxi, said a Waymo spokesperson in a statement Wednesday. The company said its rider support team detected unusual activity inside the vehicle and called to check on the rider as well as alert 911. So that's kind of creepy how it can just detect unusual activity, right? But I guess, a happier story here with supposedly, right? We don't know if the story's real or fake. That's just a story they give us, huh? And I'm just here to report it to you. So, the company has said its cameras and microphones inside as well as outside the cars. The taxi and its passengers arrived safely at the hospital ahead of emergency services. Jess Berthold, a UCSF spokesperson, confirmed the mother and child were brought to the hospital. She said the mother was not available for interviews. Right? So, do they go into any details here? Like who assisted in the birth? She delivered inside the robo taxi. So she just delivered it. Was she on her own? Waymo said the vehicle was taken out of service for cleaning after the ride. Oh, I hope. I hope so. While still rare, this was not the first baby delivered in one of its taxis. And I'm looking, man. They don't give any details. Like, was she just in there on her own? Wow, they don't even say anything else. I don't know if this is real or not. Did she? So she was just going by herself and she just gave birth and just pulled up at a hospital? That's strange, huh? That's strange. Let's see if this video has any more details. I don't know about this one.
Call it the Waymo baby. According to the robotaxi company, a pregnant woman on her way to UC San Francisco Medical Center this week gave birth inside one of the driverless vehicles. The company says its remote rider support team detected unusual activity, which initiated a call to check on the passenger. It happened in a Waymo like this one. Operators from the response team then called 911 as the vehicle kept going. The company says mom and her new baby made it to the hospital even ahead of emergency services. The company celebrating the news, saying, "We're proud to be a trusted ride for moments big and small, serving riders from just seconds old to many years young." Waymo is currently rapidly expanding, more than tripling their public rides from last year. The company is also facing a federal investigation over allegations their cars illegally ran past stop signs on school buses, as seen here. Waymo said they have made software updates and safety is a top priority. And Tom, there's no word tonight on who the new mom is, but it's actually not the first time a baby was born in a Waymo. The company says it also happened in Phoenix. Tom?
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
Okay, so unusual, very unusual. Notice how Waymo has 23 in the reduction cipher? And Monday with this birth was the day leaving 23 days in the year. Do you see that right there? How amazing is that, right? Check that out. Let's go ahead and open this up right here. It doesn't Waymo. It's kind of like Wayne's. Marlon Wayne's is trending heavy. I know he's been all over my algorithm too. But look, Waymo, Wayne's. You see that? The stuff is with the language. 50 Cent and Marlon Wayne's clash over Diddy documentary. Marlon Wayne's history with P. Diddy after viral 50 Cent feud over Doc explodes. Waymo, Wayne's. So we're in the month of December, and look at this. Waymo started as the Google self driving car project in 2009, a secret initiative to develop autonomous vehicle technology, later becoming an independent Alphabet company named Waymo in December 2016. What are the chances of that? Now we're in December. So I'm telling you, the stuff hits with patterns, and these stories come at us with these patterns. We're in December. Uh, December has Waymo energy already because of what I just read right there with December, and you see how that lands, right? An alphabet company refers to Alphabet Inc., the massive American technology conglomerate and holding company that owns Google and numerous other ventures, by the way. Sundar Pichai, look, CEO since December 3rd of Alphabet Inc. So you get another December as we are in December, and we get this Waymo story connected to Waymo, who's got December ties. Here's some more numbers for you. Okay? So look at how birth equals 78 letters converted to numbers right here. This is a standard code, forwards and reverse with the alphabet. Okay, ABC equals 1, 2, 3. Reverse the alphabet, 26 letters. So A would be 26, Z would be 1. Look at birth Waymo in California. That's all main stuff here connected to this article. Look at birth 78, Waymo 77, California 88, which is like 78. And then you get one number difference with birth and Waymo, and they said it's not the first time. Look at the 57 right there, and look at that 58. Okay? So we got numbers as well as that December connection, and multiple things to show you about this article that are it's suspicious, right? And then no details on the experience of, like, hey, you just gave birth in the car, no news about any assistance, or was anybody with her, was there another, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, do you like it? Look at that right there. So again, look at these numbers. Self-driving 172, San Francisco woman 271. Look, you see the same numbers right there. You just get 172, 271. And again, that's the reverse cipher, which is always going to remain with that cipher, okay? That's not my opinion. I'm showing you that. Look, self-driving San Francisco woman. You even get the S and the S right there. Okay? It's like a lottery system with these stories, okay? 172, 271, but it's always going to land with these patterns right here with the numbers, okay? Now you're going to get different words that equate to these numbers. That's what I mean by like a lottery, so it's like recycle the story, bam, you could get another story with other words, and then you get like the same connection with the numbers. That's what I mean. And I told you with the language, Marlon Wayne's Waymo. Look at trending at the same time. Even woman Waymo, right? 5 letters. You get the W and the W. You get the M, you get the O as well, right? This is the last Waymo story that I did. Look at that, a year ago. It says under the video, and it could possibly be closer to 2 years ago because it'll just say 1 year, but it doesn't count the change, right? Look at those numbers that hit in that video. Self-driving Waymo car goes wrong into oncoming traffic in Arizona. So I want to show you. Look at the numbers that you see in there. 129, 129, 129. You see that right there? I just simply screenshot from that video that I did on my A to Z Decodes channel. So 129, 129, 129 in that video. And look, we've been seeing those same numbers because Josh Naylor, he just got a big contract with the Seattle Mariners. Look at his birthday leaves 192 days in the year. So 192, 129, 129, 129. Seattle even has the S like self-driving and like San Francisco, right? But you also notice how Jeff Kent going into the Hall of Fame as a San Francisco Giant in baseball. Look at you get those same numbers again, 192, 92 to go with the 129. And Tuesday, the day after this birth, was the 12th day, or excuse me, the 12th month and the 9th day. 129. You see that right there? Isn't that amazing? There was also more of these numbers in the UPS Kentucky plane crash that I showed the other day, which it's been a few weeks to a month on that story, but it connected to the Kentucky shooting at Kentucky State University, which is trending right now. And there may have been actually some 129s in that video as well. I can't remember. So the 129, 192, you see how these separate stories, this one being from roughly a year ago, but it's Waymo. And now we get another Waymo story. But just a simple look at that previous self-driving Waymo car goes wrong way into oncoming traffic. Just to look at that story and then to see these same numbers that are popping up now with another Waymo story, and then all of this stuff trending with the same numbers. Again, you can't change these facts that these letters have numerical values, okay? Forwards with the alphabet, reverse with the alphabet, and then we have the reverse reduction and reduction as well, which I'm not showing you right here. But you see reduction right there with the 29 with Kentucky. Remember, we just had the Kentucky State University shooting. Kentucky founded in 92. So, okay. So, a simple story, but trending for no reason, trending by the language and trending by the numbers. I felt like there was something else I wanted to mention with Marlon Wayans. Oh, yes. You see, so he's trending with 50 Cent. 50 Cent claps back at Marlon Wayans. Blah 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 blah, right? Well, 50 Cent has the 7/6 birthday, and San Francisco equals 76. Look, 50 Cent. Look, this is a big piece right here. 7/6 birthday, July 6th, right there. And San Francisco equals 76. This is a San Francisco woman that gives birth in a Waymo. Ooh, San Francisco equals 50. Like 50 Cent. That's like the biggest piece right there of the whole video. Marlon Wayans trending at the same time as Waymo, trending with 50 Cent. San Francisco equals 50. San Francisco woman gives birth. San Francisco equals 76. And that's 50 Cent's birthday, the 7th month and the 6th day. That is the biggest piece of the decode right there. That was absolutely incredible right there. You cannot deny that right there. Oh man. You see that? That is solid right there, okay? Good stuff right there, man. Well, let's play this last video. That was absolutely solid.
Waymo says a passenger who was heading to the hospital to have a
Man, no
baby
volume on that
ended up
video,
instead
barely.
delivering that baby inside one of the driverless cars. The company says the passenger was in labor last night during a ride to UCSF Medical Center when the car's remote rider support team detected unusual activity. They called to check on the rider, discovered what was happening, and contacted 911 while the car continued to head to the hospital. The parent and newborn made it to the hospital safely, we're glad to say. Waymo released a statement saying this is not the first baby to be born inside a Waymo vehicle. While it is a rare occurrence, some of our newest riders just can't wait to experience their first.
So even if it happened, didn't happen, or whatever, it exposes this language, and it gives us a chance to look at these stories and kind of dissect them a little bit. But man, that 50 Cent connection was absolutely incredible. For real, I wish I would have remembered to bring that up earlier with that 76-50 connection with San Francisco. Absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed that one. For sure. I mean, I'm assuming they allow multiple riders in a car, right? But yeah, you would think they would. I didn't see where they mentioned anything about anyone else involved. They just said she gave birth. It drove her to the hospital. Now, did we? I don't know if I can't remember if we read if she was on her way to the hospital or already. I don't know. So if you wanted to, you can go check out some further details on that. I don't remember reading any of that earlier, so it was semi vague on the story, I guess. But San Francisco woman gives birth in a Waymo self-driving taxi. By the numbers, the 50 Cent connection, Marlon Wayans, huge, absolutely huge. Wayans Waymo. Until next time.